Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Eagle, Warsaw Pact 6.1. Okay, let's just get right down here to tech. PGM, long-range missiles, chemical. Yes on PGM and long-range missiles. So PGM goes to stage 2, long-range missiles to stage 3. Okay. Next step is global operations, diplomacy. Now that Mozambique is adjacent to U.S. possessed South Africa, and Warsaw Pact, we'll just go ahead and say it, no, they can't. Did the U.S. attack? Let's see, I gotta look at my notes. Did the U.S. attack Warsaw Pact? No. The U.S. did not attack Warsaw Pact. So, there is no diplomacy in Mozambique because Warsaw Pact and U.S. Global are not at war yet. Warsaw Pact doesn't have the opportunity to declare war until combat movement. So, never mind, no diplomacy in Mozambique. Alright, that takes us to purchase. Okay, they are spending, what is that, 14 on 2 mechs and a fighter. The remaining 7 on, I got an NBT out there, and since we're spending 7, that should be a next-gen NBT. So let's just make that correction. The remaining 7 on a next-gen NBT and a field artillery. Combat. Okay. Warsaw Pact is now getting in on the action. Now this will do for right here. Okay, Warsaw Pact is declaring war on NATO and U.S. Global. Okay. Combat movement. The early Gen MBT and the mech from southern Yugoslavia are attacking Albania, which has paramilitary defending. From Romania, we've got 4 air cavs, 3 airborne, 2 attack choppers, 2 fighters, medium bomber, and 2 ASFs, which are all going 1-2 down here to attack Greece. NATO, in response to the attack, is scrambling the ASF and the fighter from Marmara 1 space into Greece. And the supercarrier here in M7 has a pair of ASFs that they are also scrambling into Greece. Okay, so there's all that. Then we'll move up north here. In northern Germany, there are 4 air cav and 2 airborne that are going 1-2 to attack Denmark. They're going to be joined in this attack by an attack chopper from Western Poland that flies 1-2 to get in on the attack. Then the remaining forces in East Germany, which is this card right here, they are attacking northern Germany. Those guys go in there. They are supported by 2 early gen fighters flying from Western Poland, 1-2. Those guys get in there. Then they're attacking Bavaria from West Czechoslovakia, which is this paltry little bit of stuff here, plus the 2 attack bombers. So they're getting in here. 2 more early gen fighters from Western Poland fly 1-2 to get in there and support them. The SAM's going to. And then from Austria, an attack chopper flies up across the border here to join the attack, along with 2 field artillery. Now the 2 field artillery coming out of Austria will have a mountain border penalty. Okay, so that's the attack into Bavaria. And here we have an early gen MBT and a mech that are attacking Albania. Oh yeah, and then I already mentioned Greece from the other side. I already mentioned Albania too. So these guys are all going into Greece. And is that it? No, I don't think that is it. We're also going to have well, I can't tell from over here how many cruise missiles they have. Let me go look real fast. They're just too far away for me to see clearly. Okay, they have 3 cruise missiles sitting over here. So, and they don't have long-range missiles yet. So the best that their ground-launched cruise missiles can do is a range of 2. All right, no cruise missile attacks. They just no, they can't really accomplish much with it. not given their current circumstance. Okay, so the first thing that we will do is, well, no, I tell you what, there is one thing they are going to do. The major shipyard, oh, no, can't do that. Oh yeah, because it's ground launched, it gets a +1. The major shipyard in Romania is going to shoot an anti-ship missile 1-2 into M10, targeting the destroyer and the frigate there. And of course, since there's no cruiser present, there's no missile defense. So there we go. One anti-ship missile in M10. Okay, now we're satisfied. So we will do the anti-ship missile attack first. Back that out. Okay, anti-ship missile attack first. Let's get a blue die for Navy. That is a hit. So NATO will take the hit on the cheapest unit, the cruiser. And does that count as winning a battle against 2+ surface ships? I don't think so. I think that has to be an actual sea battle. That's what we're going to call it anyway. Okay, the next thing's going to be the fight in Albania. So we have early gen MBT and mech, and there's no terrain. Both miss. So in comes the Albanian paramilitary. He misses. Okay, you know who everybody is? Early gen MBT, mech, paramilitary. Okay, there's the hit by the early gen MBT. And Albania has been captured without loss. Albania captured. That is one land battle star for Warsaw Pact. Okay, next we will do the fight in Greece. I'm going to put that on the battle board. Okay, here it is. NATO remembered after we went on pause that the A-10 also has a scramble range of 1. So it's going in to defend Greece as well. There's that. Got SAM and field artillery in first strike. No first strike for... No, we're going to change that. We're going to give them 1 first strike. The major army base in where are they? don't have them out here. Well, I could have swore I had Warsaw Pack cruise missiles. Anyway, the major air base in Romania is shooting one cruise missile. If I can remember where I put them. One cruise missile into this fight. Yeah, one cruise missile into the fight in regular combat. So the cruise missile will have first strike. NATO is going to shoot air defense with their SAM. So here comes the cruise missile. That is a miss. Okay, now we have the defending SAM takes 3 air defense shots. No, they can't never. There is 1 air hit. That's 1 air hit on first strike. And now the 1 air hit on first strike. And now the field artillery gets 1 shot. That's a miss with a 4. Okay, so they have to lose an air unit, which like it or not, they're going to have to lose one of the ASFs. Okay, there's that. So now we have one ASF in blue, 2 fighters in green on air superiority. There is 1 air hit by the attacking Warsaw Pact. Okay, now we have 3 airborne in airborne assault at 2 instead of 3 because of the mountains. There's 1 general hit. 4 air cav at 4 because they have close air support. General hit. Got the medium bomber at 5. There's another hit. And 2 attack choppers. There is a 4th general hit. Okay, defending, we have, let's do it the same way. We got 3 ASFs and a fighter. There are 2 air superiority hits in defense. 2 hits by ASFs. Okay, so now we have 2 mechs. There's 1 general hit and an A-10. There is 1 land target select hit. I know that's right, but double check myself. Yep, A-10 automatically has land target select. Okay, so the land target select hit NATO is going to put on an air cav. That takes care of that. The attackers are going to put, they have an air hit that NATO is going to have to take on the fighter. 2 air hits by the defender. Warsaw Pact is taking on ASF. And the medium bomber. So that's 1 air battle star for Warsaw Pact, 2 air battle stars for NATO. Now general hits. 4 general hits have to be taken by NATO. They're going to kill the SAM and the field artillery, of course. And then they're going to have to take ASFs. Clears that off. Warsaw Pact has to take 1 general hit that they are going to take on an airborne. That clears that off. We go to round 2. These guys go over here. And here we go. 2 airborne, 3 air cabs. There's 1 hit by an airborne and 1 hit by an air cav. 2 general hits. Okay, now we have 2 fighters and 2 attack choppers. There's a hit by a fighter and a hit by an attack chopper, so that goes up to 4. Wait a minute, no. That goes up to 3. Well, it won't matter because all they've got left is 4 units. So that's enough to do the job. So now there's an ASF defending. That is good for another air hit. And now there are two mechs and an A-10. There's 1 general hit and 1 land target select. Okay, the land target select again goes on an air cav. Take another one of those off. The air hit, Warsaw Pact. The air hit Warsaw Pact is going to take on another. No, air cabs have to be chosen last. Air cabs and airborne have to be taken last. So they're going to take the air hit on an attack chopper. And that is another air battle star for NATO. And then, as we said before, 4 hits is enough to wipe out what NATO has left. And Warsaw Pact has to suffer 1 general hit in return, which they will take on another airborne. Okay, Warsaw Pact is victorious. So there's 2. No, there's 1 land battle star for Warsaw Pact for capturing the zone. Yeah. Okay, let me put things back. Okay. NATO down 1 to 55. Warsaw Pact up 1 to 22. There's what it looks like in Greece now. And now we're doing the fight up there in Denmark, which I've already moved over here to the board. So, the only first strike. I don't know, do we want to run that game again? Yeah, we're going to change our minds. They are going to shoot a cruise missile from doesn't matter. They would shoot a cruise missile from Western Poland. It has a range of 2, so it can get in there. So we got the cruise missile in first strike for the attackers, SAM and field artillery in first strike for the defenders. There's no terrain. We have 1 attack chopper, so 2 of the air cavs are boosted to 5. The other 2 are down here at their normal 4. And NATO is doing air defense again rather than missile defense. And there's no scrambles here for NATO. So we have cruise missile, misses with a 10. Okay, now we have 3 air defense shots by the defending SAM. There's 1 hit. And then we have field artillery defending in first strike for a miss. So 1 air hit. Well, the airborne and the air cav have to be taken last. So the attack chopper has to go. So that means these 2 air cavs lose their close air support and drop back down to the 4 box. Okay, now we have 2 airborne. Nothing. 4 air cavs. For 1 general hit. It's not what they were hoping for. Okay, there's 3 mechs defending. And they get 1 general hit. Okay, so NATO is taking the general hit on the field artillery. Warsaw Pact is taking the general hit on an airborne. That guy's gone. This guy goes to the box. And here we go again. 1 airborne and 3 air cav attacking. 2 hits. Two hits. 3 mechs defending for 2 hits. Alright, well, the 2 hits they have to take on mechs, and then 2 hits they're taking on an airborne and an air cav. It's 3 on 1, they're going again. So here's 3 air cav going up against 1 defending mech. There are 2 hits by the attacker, none by the defender. Battle is over. Warsaw Pact has carried the field. Barely, but they carried the field. So let me put things back and get the next one ready. Okay, Denmark wasn't worth any money, but Warsaw Pact does get another lane battle star. And now we're ready for the fight in northern Germany. So for first strike, we have 2 field artillery shooting chemical, 3 self-propelled artillery shooting chemical, 1 SAM on air defense. The attacking Warsaw Pact SAM's in the retirement box. Okay, so there's no first strike, or no target selects we got to worry about. So there's 2 field artillery with chemical. They are different values, so we got to get them separated that way. And here's 3 self-propelled artillery shooting chemical. One hit by the self-propelled artillery, and that's it. So that's disruption. Look at that, I remembered twice. So paramilitary down to 1, next gen MBTs down to 5, the defending SAM also down to 1. Okay, the SAM gets 2 shots at 1. And look at that, they did get a hit. So that kills one of the early gen fighters in first strike. And now we go with the rest of it. So here's 4 early gen MBTs. That's good for 1 general hit. And then 2 next gen MBT. Oh no. Early gen fighter. That's a miss. 2 next gen MBTs. For 1 general hit and 1 land target select that is not reactive armor. Okay, so then there's a paramilitary defending at 1 and 4 next gen MBTs at 5. And there are 3 land target select hits, none reactive armor. Okay, so land target select hit, not reactive armor, so they're going to have to take it. So they have to choose the paramilitary. Now this is kind of goofy. They can't target one of these guys with that, but they take the paramilitary as land target select. And now there's 2 general hits left. One will go there, and the other one's going to take a next gen MBT anyway. But 3 land target selects up here that cannot hit the next gens. So that's going to be 3 early gen MBTs taken out. And then, as I said, the General 2 takes the SAM and 1 early gen MB or next gen MBT. So there we go. These guys go to the box. And they go again. So there's early gen MBT, early gen fighter, and 2 next gen MBTs. They got a whole lot of nothing, because that was the early gen MBT, that's the early gen fighter. They got nothing. 3 next gens defend for nothing. Jesus, can you believe that? All right, let's do it. the same way again, only this time there's 3 next-gen MBTs defending. One hit by an attacking, oh wait a minute, no. 1 hit each. There's a next-gen MBT attacking and 1 defending. So kill the early-gen MBT and 1 defending next-gen. Take that off, take one of those off, and we do it again. There's 1 hit by attacking next-gen MBT. Take one of those off and do it again. Okay, that time the attacker's got nothing, the defender's got 1 hit. So get rid of the early gen fighter. Take that off. Yeah, they're going to go again. Okay, there's the hits, nothing by the defender. That was close. It went right down to the wire, but Warsaw Pact squeaked it out. So that's going to be Warsaw Pact up 3 to 25. NATO down 3 to 52. And that's going to be another land battle star for Warsaw Pact. And let me change things up. Okay, now we're ready for the fight in Bavaria. NATO has opted to scramble in 2 ASFs and an A-10 from Rhineland to join in the defense. So we've got 2 field artillery and a self-propelled artillery shooting chemical. Warsaw Pact is at stage 3, so they can do it in 3 battles. And then the SAM, is air defense. So here we go. So here's 2 field artillery and 1 self-propelled artillery shooting chemical. There is 1 hit, so that's disruption on the defending ground units. So that guy goes to a 1. Yeah, he's still got his hit. He was rolling a 1 because the field artillery had a mountain border penalty, but he did get the 1 they needed. Okay, so now we have 2 early gen fighters on air superiority. They both miss. We have a SAM shooting air defense. He misses. 2 early gen MBTs. Nothing. MBT. There is 1 general hit. Now, attack chopper. There's another general hit. And 2 attack bombers. There is a 3rd general hit. Okay, we have 2 ASFs defending for 1 air hit. One air hit. 2 mechs. Both miss. A 10. misses, and 4 next-gen MBTs. There are 3 land target select hits. Okay. 3 land target select hits. They're putting on the MBT and the 2 early gen MBTs. And then the air hit. Warsaw Pact is taking on an early gen fighter. And that is that's an air superiority hit for NATO. So that's an air battle star for them. All right, and then NATO has to absorb 3 general hits. So the SAM and the 2 paramilitaries. And that clears that off. Okay, these guys go to the box. That guy goes to the box. This guy goes to his normal place. And now they got to think about this, because suddenly it's 3 attacking 7. Yeah, that's not too good. Warsaw Pact is going to have to pull back from this one. So that's going to be 2 land battle stars to NATO for the successful defense. And let me put things back. Okay. I've returned everybody to their places. That's the end of combat. There's what it looks like in Bavaria now. So non-combat. The first non-combat is that the ASFs and the A-10 for NATO fly back to Bavaria. Let's see. I don't think well, actually, yes. Naval units can move through a strait can non-combat move through a strait on the turn the controlling land zone was captured. So since they have Denmark, this SSN and this diesel boat can transit the Danish Strait. So they're going to go 1, 2, no, they can't go any more than 2. They will go 1, 2 out here to A-10. Yes. And then this one will also go down to A10 from A7. And this early gen fighter from Azores is going to fly 1, 2, 3 over here to Portugal. And that'll be it for non-combat. Okay, placing units. Knocked something sideways and tried to fix it and knocked it completely over. All right, placing units. Next Gen MBT and Field Artillery are going here in Hungary. And then two mechs and a fighter are going here in Bulgaria. And that's that. So we're collecting money. Warsaw Pact is at 25 on the income chart. They get 1 for Denmark, 1 for the Azores, 1 for Austria, 1 for Portugal, 1 for Northern Yugoslavia, 1 for Albania, and that's that. So they got 6 in bonus income, gives them 31. And 5 battle stars. Ozark Outpost. Over and out.